Welcome to the first show of Sam Dailys Homegrown. I started this show about a decade ago on Q94.5, the rock station, and in its history, we showcased over 100 bands, all from the Rio Grande Valley. And one of the bands that we showcased was a band out of Cameron County, a band named Orphanage Road, which, by the way, if you're going north on Highway 77, you'll see their name up on a billboard for the highway, Orphanage Road. Now, how did you get your name, bro?
Well, it's more than just an exit. It's actually the road I kind of grew up on, and I don't know, it was like a 90s band thing. At least when I was coming up, the garage bands had their bands named after the street or their neighborhood or whatever. And
like Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. And I was just like, hey man, Orphanage Road. And I used it at a gig in the mall once, and it stuck, man.
I personally love the name.
Thanks, man. It means a lot to me.
Well, it gives connotations of, you know, maybe some childhood pain.
Abandonment, maybe?
Yes. And your music is kind of, to me, grunge oriented.
Very, very. That's our roots, kind of. That's our roots, along with hippie stuff, if I can call it that. Yeah.
Well, I want to showcase your music, so let's go to the first clip that we have, and this is Elias Hinojosa, the brilliance of his mind and his band Orphanage Road.
Right on. Thank you. This is a song of mine called Honestly, and written by myself and John Aguilar and percussionist Bernard Galpin, and it goes like this.
Feeling like these times we've been held got me thinking. You know I've been drinking. Yeah, woe is me. Feeling like I should be farther along on my weary feet. Well, I keep on tripping. Yeah, well, I can't sleep. But if we lay here for long enough, we'll fall asleep. You just hold me, girl, we could lay there so closely. Situations that I keep twisting got me missing someone I've lost. Baby, I'm finding it's me. Situations that I keep twisting, they got me missing someone I've lost. Yeah, man, I'm finding it's me. I bet if we lay here just for long enough, we'll fall asleep. And if you just hold me, girl, we could lay there so closely. And if you want me like I want you, just promise me that I'll love you just like you love me, honestly. Baby, honestly. Just promise me, baby, honestly. Just love me honestly. But if we lay here just for long enough, we'll fall asleep. And you could just hold me, girl, while we lay there so closely. And if you want me like I want you, promise me. I swear that I'll love you just like you love me, honestly. Honestly. Just promise me, yeah, we'll fall asleep. Just love me honestly.
That was Honestly by Elias Homegrown and Orphanage Road.
Yeah.
And dude, that, I could hear the pain.
Yeah.
I could hear the angst.
Yeah.
I could hear the passion that only somebody such as myself, who has been married 3 times, can actually feel.
No, sympathize and feel.
Now, where did you draw the energy to write this song?
The music from it came from my guitarist John Michael Aguilar. And,
Brilliant young man.
Yeah, he's an amazing player, and he's a phenom really. And kind of we were playing the riff and the chords to it live at a few gigs, and the song just kind of developed live. I kind of just made it up on the spot, and it's one of the few that when we do that, it actually stayed in my head, and the chorus developed, the verses the verses became something else, and yeah, it just kind of.
I remember the first time that I heard that song in my studio at Entrevision, and I got goosebumps, man. It was an amazing feeling.
We had a moment.
And I absolutely loved it, and I think it even brought a tear to my eye.
I believe I have video
But
of that.
I was just blown away by it. But I'm going to tell you that really touched my soul. To a guy who's been married 3 times, let me tell you, that is a relationship song right there. That was fantastic. And that was a beautiful song that you played for me in the studio that introduced you to the Rio Grande Valley, my brother.
That's right.
So, what else do you have for us?
This next one's called Forever's Gone, and it's just kind of a riff I've had I wouldn't say forever because I've been playing it since like high school, and it just took on another life when we added this middle part to it, and it just kind of, Forever's Gone.
So without further ado, Forever's Gone, right here on Sam Dailys Homegrown.
Late at night, all alone, it's falling down, staying home. Could have been something great. You could have done something good. It's too late for me. It's too late for me, yeah. Forever is gone, it's gone for good. Forever is gone, so say goodbye. Forever is gone. Forever is gone. On my own, so it seems. Just scared of what I'll never be. This life is so easy, and I can't tell what to be. Forever is gone, it's gone for good. Forever is gone, so say goodbye. Forever is gone. Forever is gone. She used to be such a beautiful girl. She tore me up, she rang my whole world. Now I know that this one was real, 'cause now I know how heartbreak feels. She used to be such a beautiful girl. She tore me up, she wrecked my whole world. Now I know that this was real, and now I know how heartbreak feels. On my own, so it seems, afraid of what I'll never be. This life is so easy, but I'm so goddamn lazy. Forever is gone, it's gone for good. Forever is gone, so say goodbye. Forever is gone. Forever is gone. Forever is gone. Forever is gone.
Okay.
Wow, that was a great song.
Sam,
I've changed.
yeah,
I'm a little skinnier.
a little bit,
and no
yeah.
beard.
Oh yeah, clean, it's good.
You know, my name is Lupe Sainz, and I know some of you might know me, may not. I did a lot of work for public television, and now I do this program on los Sunday mornings called Acordeon de Texas. And it's been there for a while, and I've noticed that we're talking about the talent here in the Valley, ¿verdad? Mm-hmm. You're one of those young talenters that we'd like to feature. Sam likes to feature in his new program, ¿verdad? And we would like to say thank you for you taking your time to be here and to give us a little bit of your music. And I'm wondering, you know, nosotros, the Hispanics, la raza, we get influenced by, I know you play rock.
Yeah.
Did you have any influence by the música, Spanish music, la raza music?
Yeah, man, I grew up around Spanish music all my life. And as a matter of fact, this is probably very stereotypical of people my age, but the movie La Bamba, Richie Valens.
Oh, yeah.
That set me off, man. That made me want to play the guitar. I was messing with tennis rackets and trying to get plucking on it, man. That got me going. That song, just everything about it, and just.
Yeah. You do any songs in Spanish at your rock
We
group?
do a handful of Spanish songs upon request. La Canción del Mariachi, Borracho y Loco from Enanitos Verdes, and of course La Bamba.
Yeah.
Can't leave out La Bamba.
What do you think of these Spanish rockers like from Mexico? They do their rock and roll, but in Espanol. What do you think of that?
Hey man, more power to them, man. You know, the Spanish language is a beautiful, beautiful language, and you know, putting rock into that world is just kind of, to me, it's essential. I think it's just mixing music is just a beautiful thing, man.
But your music, it's got like where does it come from? I mean,
Well, mostly influenced myself personally by music. I grew up listening to oldies way beyond my years and all. My dad and my family grew up had us growing up with oldies, Beatles to the Grassroots, Rolling Stones, stuff of that type. And then I don't know how or why I skipped all the 80s hair stuff and all that glam and alternative myself personally. I went straight from that 60s, 70s rock right into like 90s Nirvana, Green Day, Stone Temple Pilots, and just, you know, became this.
Are you from the 80s? What age?
Born in '79. So
You're a millennial.
I grew up in the 80s. And I can't say I'm a millennial.
Don't say.
I was like a Gen X, Generation
Gen
X,
X.
if we call it, if we can still call it that. Yeah. And yeah, man. I mean, we're the kind of generation that kind of took a little bit from everything, and you know.
That's better than being a baby boomer.
No, there's nothing better than being I'm certain, the greatest generation ever.
Yeah, they were.
Right here.
They're the ones who influenced the generation of today.
Yeah.
Those rockers from the 50s and 60s are what influenced those rockers which influenced you, I think.
Yes. I mean, Elvis, man, you can't go wrong with Elvis. Chuck Berry, stuff like that. I love that kind of rock.
Your guitarist, which guitars you think is must?
Oh man, with besides the obvious Eddie Van Halen, but I mean, you go back, yeah, man. I mean,
No Jimi Hendrix, nothing like that.
Jimi Hendrix is he's a god, bro. He's a god. That's
No Robin Trower, you know who that would?
yeah, man. Bridge of Sighs.
Yeah.
That's you're listing the greatest right there, man. I don't know where to go from there. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
And they're the influence of your music.
Yeah, that's those are the solos that spoke to me, man. Like a bluesy kind of rock feel. Yeah, you know, Jimmy with that kind of psychedelic.
Do you call it R&B, like rhythm and blue type?
You know what? I love. I gotta honestly admit, I love Motown music, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
I love that
Well,
stuff, man.
like in my generation, rhythm and R&B was not what you're thinking about, but the rock and roll. The rock and roll R&B. The Rolling Stones are R&B.
That fell in R&B.
That was the
Wow.
R&B.
I love Rolling
that
Stones.
was
Man.
from my era. I don't know, little older, giving away my age. I'm only 39 years old, but going on 40.
Let's go with that.
we'll go with that. So, what about your music? What about your songs? Your inspiration? Where do they come from?
Man, honestly, I pull from all that, man. I pull from everything that I love, and really try to keep it simple because I'm not a super technical cat or anything like that. We just kind of. My favorite stuff has always been kind of simple and just little, you know, flares and moments of, you know, the tricks and whatever they do to pull people in with the musical hooks, so to speak. We just kind of pull a little bit of everything. Man, you know?
I like how you say how the Spanish part of the música influenced you, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any Spanish numbers that you can do? Maybe. Let's see. Can you?
I've got at least one or two.
Let's see this. Here we go.
This one is not an original. This was by Enanitos Verdes. It's called Borracho y Loco, or actually Lamento Boliviano is the actual title. And goes a little something like this. Me quieren agitar, me incitan a gritar. Yo soy como la roca, palabras no me tocan. Dentro del volcán que un día va a estallar. Ya nadie hace daño y es mi situación, otra desolación. Yo soy como un lamento, lamento boliviano. Dentro del volcán que un día va a estallar. Yo quiero estar tranquilo. Yo, y hoy estoy aquí, borracho y loco, yeah. Y mi corazón idiota siempre brillará. Y yo te llamaré por siempre, yeah. Nena, no te penes en la cama, cual los viajantes se van a pasar. Quieren a gritar, me citan a agitar. Yo soy como la roca, palabras no me tocan. Dentro del volcán que pronto va a estallar. Ya nadie hace daño y es mi situación, otra desolación. Yo soy como un lamento, lamento boliviano. Dentro del volcán que un día va a estallar. Ya quiero estar tranquilo. Oh, 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 Y hoy estoy aquí, borracho y loco, yeah. Y mi corazón idiota
que siempre brillará. Y yo te amaré por siempre. Nena, no te pegues en la cama, cual los viajantes se van a pasar.
Well, you know, Lupe Sáenz has been a truly great influence on me and helps me out tremendously. He's a great guy. And Chihuahua! I was thorough. I didn't know you could do Spanish, bruh.
It's in there, man.
So he challenged you, and you came up, and you hit the proverbial home run, grand slam.
Yeah.
And you guys won the World Series. Orphanage Road right here. Now,
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, your talent is obvious.
Thank you, son.
But we're here to showcase your talent.
Appreciate it.
This is Sam Dailys Homegrown. This is Homegrown. What is our next song?
The last one I did was Mean to Me. Apologies. And it's just one that's developed over the last several years, and we're kind of proud of what it's become. Took on another life when we were in the studio with it, working on it with Matt Montalvo and Junk Room Music about a year ago. And just since everything's happened, all that's kind of been put on the back burner, but we continue to play them live and develop the songs, and continues to evolve with the live show especially. We're proud of it, you know. We like what we do. We love it.
You continue to impress, young man.
Thank you, brother.
Let's continue.
All right, this one's called Mean to Me. Orphanage Road, one of our own originals. Here we go.
She swears I'm crazy when I'm low. I know she likes it when I lay her on the floor, yeah. I kinda like it when you're mean to me. Yeah, you can be so cold, and I love you better when you're leaving me. With you I'd rather be alone, no. She doesn't like heroin. She claims that I'm her addiction, yeah. But I kinda like you when you're mean to me. Girl, you can be so cold, and I love you better when you're leaving me. With you I'd rather be alone. Oh no, love.
You know, I felt that way before. You know, some of us end up, los gusta la mala vida.
Oh,
you know?
Man, that's what they say. That's what they say.
We look for it. I know that I do. The best part of having an argument with your lady is making up. Making up is it, man. And sometimes strategically. But there's some of us that actually get into fights strategically with our wives so that we could do our own thing.
To make
you
it.
know?
Oh, I see. To escape. No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
There you go. So, brother, how did 2020 treat Orphanage Road?
Man, it kind of threw a wrench into things right about middle of March. We were playing everywhere, had a lot going on. It slowed us down for about 2 or 3 months, but then as little businesses started opening up, especially outdoor bar and grills, we made ourselves available and we got into a lot of outdoor situations.
I hooked you up with a gig that we did with frontman for Sons of Texas, Mark Morales, and a very, very talented, just amazing talent, which I'm sure will all be part of this great show, Sam Dailys Homegrown. Now, how do people get a hold of Orphanage Road?
Orphanage Road. The best way would be a direct message. Find us on Facebook so we can become friends first. That's under Elias, that's me. B-E-E, that's my girl. Join the names together, Elias B. Search that, or even search Orphanage Road, and that's the best route. And also, if you're on Instagram only, Elias B 0425, and we've got stuff on YouTube, SoundCloud, a little bit of everything. So take you down the old rabbit hole that is Orphanage Road.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, to my mentor, Lupe Science, do you have any final words for this?
Well, no, the only thing I want to say is we got to thank this young gentleman here for taking the time and being here. You know,
Very much
putting up with you. No. Putting up with us here and our issues to put on a show like this.
Yeah, we did.
It takes effort. It takes.
Yeah, but thank you for putting this all together and inspiring me. And what you've done for Conjunto Music and the history of that music and the history of our people here in the beautiful Rio Grande Valley. I'm here to carry the torch for Lupe.
Wow, I'm honored.
But by the same token, I'm here to bring my brand as well, which is Sam Dailys Homegrown. And you could see us here every single week, right here at Sam Dailys Studios, nestled in between Weslaco, Texas, and Progreso, Mexico. And Progreso Lakes, Texas.
Nice.
Sam Dailys Studios, right here. For Lupe Science, for Elias Hinojosa, I'm Sam Dailys. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been the first edition of Sam Dailys Homegrown.
Done.
Nice. Very nice.